You're in the scarves.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. We are so excited to actually come on to talk to you a little bit about something that Becky and I are very, very passionate about, and that's the ThetaHealing Meditation Technique, which was created by Vianna Stible, an incredible intuitive and incredible healer who has really channeled this information to bring it to the world, and in hopes of empowering everyone to recognize their own intuitive abilities and their own way for them to get out of their own way to create the reality that they want to create. And one of the things that I have noticed along this journey is, I eat, breathe, and live theta healing. So I have come to this place where it's kind of like I take for granted that everybody knows what I do and what theta healing is and how powerful it is. And I decided that I recognized that I was not accurate in that. And I wanted to begin to introduce everyone to some of the people who have been my students and who have come along on this journey, who now use theta healing in their life. So it's not only from me. And so it is my incredible pleasure and my incredible blessing to welcome you, my beloved dear friend for many, many, many years and newer theta healer, Rebecca took the basic theta healing course in June and has taken all of my courses since. And she has really, really allowed this modality and this practice to not only become a way of life for her, but also a career for her as well. She is an intuitive healer and she has a practice that she's building on her own. And I wanted to invite Becky on to have a little bit of a conversation about what that process has been like for her and what theta healing means to her. So, Becky, I would love for you to tell our guests today, from your point of view, from your heart, what is theta healing and what has it done for you?
Oh, what is theta healing and what has it done for me? Let me start with the second part. What has it done for me?
Okay.
It's
Okay,
kind of hard
perfect.
for me to describe what theta healing is. I am somebody who I am an extremely empathetic person. I am a hardcore empath. I kind of always felt like I was this big communication tower of just energy and information and all this stuff kind of thrown at me. And as I navigated throughout my life, I was always sensitive to all these different things, all this information, all these feelings, all these feelings. And it kind of created a bit of chaos in my life because I didn't quite understand why I was feeling this way, why I was thinking some of the things that I thought, like why I was inclined to do a lot of things that I felt inclined to do. And I didn't understand it. And I kind of wrote it off in order for me to function and have an effective life. You kind of tell yourself, oh, well, you're just a little nuts. Or,
or you listen to what other people tell you about being a little nuts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You go get information from other people to help you try to figure out what it is that's going on. And you write it off. You're like, that's just in my head. That's just my imagination. I'm just coming up with some really kooky ideas and so on and so forth. Or I saw it I must have picked that up on TV somewhere. I don't know what it is.
Right.
And, but it doesn't really stop you from, receiving all this information and going through life that way. So I actually came to theta healing by what I like to feel is a divine intervention. I had, we're in quarantine and I was starting to get a little frustrated and depressed that there was no real direction in my life. And I had a dream, and the dream basically, there was this voice, this very loud voice in my dream that told me that I
my
need
voice?
I don't think so. Not quite. But there is a big loud, lots of similarities.
Mm-hmm.
But it told me that I needed to contact Daniel, do what he's doing. That's basically all it said.
Wow.
You need to talk to him and do what he's doing. And I had an idea of what he was doing, but to be quite honestly, it was one of those things that I tuned off because I didn't quite understand it. And
Shocker.
so
She's
got in the
often tuned
habit.
me out in the last 30 years that we've known each other. Trust me.
But I have kind of. But I contacted you and I was like, I know what it is. I guess it's God. God told me I'm supposed to do what you're doing. So what is this? What are you doing? And so he was like, this is actually perfect timing, because that was around the same time that he started to do a lot of his lives and really start sharing the theta meditation with other people, and then eventually moved on to teaching courses online. So it's actually the perfect timing of everything. And so he was talking to me about it. I did a lot of his lives. I did theta meditation. I struggled a little bit with it at first. And then there was one day that I just connected to it. And it was so powerful, this connection. It was insanely powerful. And I started to experience the same things that I was experiencing before. A lot of my communication is clairaudient. I hear something in my mind's eye. And I heard very, very clearly directions, like a path. Like, this is what you need to do next. This is what I need to tell you. And it was such a profound thing because it was clear. Like, I understood that this wasn't noise. This was actually insight. This was something that was very profound that was being expressed to me. And when he first offered basic, I signed up for his basic class. And it was a transformative experience. It really was just an awakening within me. And I started to really appreciate that all this information that I always thought was noise, I always thought was me being a little crazy, wasn't actually that at all. It was me receiving things that was at that point in time far beyond my understanding. It was me being able to tune in and receiving communications from other people, from the divine, the creator, that was just, very intense. It was just this very strong communication that I was able to pick up on. And so through working with this modality, and as I began to progress with the courses, I really began to appreciate and really began to be able to start to define and discern what it was that I was receiving in all the various different ways that I was receiving it. So so theta healing has just really, oh my goodness, it has brought such a peace in my life, because where I felt like everything was very chaotic before, and I couldn't quite connect with it, or everything was beyond my reach. All of a sudden, everything is right there at my reach. Everything is understood. Everything is starting to be appreciated and received and used in a higher way. And it's just been absolutely amazing.
It's amazing. And, I have to say, I've known you for nearly 30 years. And one of the things that I always knew about Rebecca was that she was wickedly intuitive, like wickedly intuitive. And we kind of joked that she was a witch for a long time when we were kids. We were like, oh my God, she's a witch. And so I always knew that this work would be so perfect for her. But I was also guided that it would be her choice and her journey to come on board, right? So, I also had this feeling that this was going to be one of those things that you excelled at and that you took forth with you, and that created a huge change in your life, a physical change in your life. And I just wanted to also use that experience for you, Becky, to share with people what you plan on doing with the technique. Okay, so you've used it and you use it in your life. You've applied it in your life. How will you further learn from ThetaHealing? Your practice and your business and all that.
Yeah, it brought such a peace to me. A profound peace. I'm really not able to quite express how amazing that peace that it's brought onto my soul. And of course, I want to help share that peace in other people's lives, especially now, especially with the way the energy of the world and how everything has changed. And there's almost kind of like this disruption. And
Right.
disruption tends to bring about this feeling of uneasiness and a lot of anxiety and stuff. And
Sure.
I really, really want to be able to help people experience the same sort of peace that theta healing has brought me. And with that, an awareness and understanding about how they themselves can really make a difference and change the world to create
Right.
our perfect Eden, like the place that we want it to be, the place that we know that we can be, and
Yeah.
how we can each tap into the part of ourselves um, and really, really, share with the rest of the world. So I'm hoping to do that a lot with my practice and helping people really kind of connect and
What
experience
did I
that.
have the word hope? Hope? No, you
Hope.
are doing it.
Hmm.
You don't have to hope that you're doing it. You are doing it. And you are setting an example and being a channel and a lighthouse for so many other people, One of the things that people always say to me, Becky, when they embark on this journey, and let's say they do want to add it to their career, they say, yeah, but how are people going to find me, or who can I help, or there's so many practitioners in the world, or so many teachers, or so many this and so many of that. But what is so unique about every single one of us is that every single one of us is this like divine magnet, right? And we attract into our life and our experience, whether it's through our students or the clients that we help, we attract the people that need our help, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the blessing of this modality and blessing of the universe as a whole, right? There is a law in the universe that's called the law of plenty. There are 8 billion people in the world. There cannot be enough healers. There truly, 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 until there's 8 billion healers in this world, there's not enough healers. Mm-hmm. So there is plenty of work for us to do. There's plenty for us to embark on. And what we want to do is really find our core and our center and being able to do that and show up. And one of the ways that we do that through theta healing is working on what we call our subconscious beliefs, which they're beliefs that are limiting us, right? So in theta healing, we know that our consciousness creates our reality. Okay, so as our consciousness creates our reality, so then too, if there's something in our reality that's not working for us, we know that there is some kind of subconscious belief or point of view that is creating that. And so through the meditation technique, we dig into our subconscious mind, we find what those limiting beliefs are, and we pull them, and then we replace them with supportive downloads. Okay, so that's the theta healing practice in a nutshell. But what I also want to do, Becky, is I want to talk, there are also going to be a lot of people who watch this who have gone through several courses of the theta healing courses. Mm-hmm. And I want to talk about a course that I have coming up next week.
I'm so excited about it.
I'm so excited to share it. It's called You and Creator. And one of the things that we know is that in the practice of theta healing, as we are going along and learning things, we're starting to tune into our intuition, right? And as we begin to discover, our intuition, all of a sudden, one of the questions that Vianna found that people were always asking was, well, what am I listening to? What am I hearing? Mm-hmm. What am I hearing? What is this? I don't understand. Like that voice that you were talking about that said, do what Daniel's doing, or whatever. Is this a voice from our ancestors? Is this a voice from an angel, a guide, or is it the voice of the creator of all that is? And there are certain things that come along and get in our way of connecting to that ultimate divine voice. And those things are essentially not, of course, there are limiting beliefs, but there are also our motivations, right? Some of our motivation comes from our ego. Some of it comes from our survival technique. And some of it comes from our soul. And so in this incredible course, You and Creator, we go through an intricate process of identifying what voice is speaking to you on which plane from which place. And we discern what the motivation is behind it, right? There are many, many different levels that we're finding beliefs on. And so in this course, you get to identify what level those beliefs are coming from so that you can have discernment and clarity on the voice that you are hearing. And as Vianna instructs us, that you guys have learned so far up to this point, is that, you know, when we're working with these different energies, if we're not going all the way up to that energy that is the creator of all that is, we're going to have to, there's going to be an exchange of energy, like an obligation, right? So it's like you can work with the angels and you can work with the guides, but sometimes you will pay the price of time, right? Or there will always be something, there will always be an exchange of energy. However, and that's nice. And it's great to work with guides and angels. And I know there are many, many people in this world who, shamans and what have you, who work with ancestors and all of that, which is fantastic. But what we would like to do is empower everyone to go up to the 7th plane, to work through all of those energies from the 7th plane, because through the creator, there is no exchange, meaning you don't have to pay a price, meaning you don't have to get sick to heal, or you don't have to lose time to be able to guide a session. At the stage of the creator, there is no there's no obligation. It's just all that is. And so in the You and Creator course, which is the 4th level of the Theta Healing series, it comes after Basic, Advanced, and Dig Deeper. You must have those prerequisites to take You and Creator. And if you don't have those prerequisites, we have some opportunities for you to begin the process so that you can eventually take the You and Creator course. But going through all those different levels is really an incredible opportunity for us to experience what it's like until we get to that place where we know and we're completely certain and completely connected to using that energy of all that is. So we are very, very excited about it. Again, the course is next week. It's February 16th, 17th, and 18th. And it's in the evenings. It's from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's going to be a really, really powerful experience. And remember, it is a course that you guys do need to have Basic, Advanced, and Dig Deeper for. Now, in the event that this is your first time hearing about Theta Healing and you would like to learn Theta Healing and learn the basic technique, we're also offering a class, which I wish I had a flyer for right here, but I don't. But Becky will put it in the notes. We're offering a course at the end of the month on 22, 23, 24, and 25, I believe. February 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. It's 4 days, and that is also in the evening from 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. All of those you can register for on our website, and that information can be found at theprovocativeintuitive.com. All of our classes are there. If you want to sign up for You and Creator, or if you want to sign up for any of the other Theta Healing courses, you can. We're also doing a really, really unique experience now called 30 Days of Downloads. We just started today, and every single day we are doing a 15-minute meditation, which includes a powerful energy of downloads specifically for the energy of that day for everyone. You guys can register for that also on the website. It's really fun. We started today, but it doesn't matter. You can come anytime you want, and you'll get a link to what you did miss. What else can we share, Becky? Is there anything we can share before we wrap it up today?
I don't know. I think we kind of touched on everything, but I did want to say that, you know, I'm going to be in the You and Creator course as well as a student, and I'm very excited about that. So I hope that I get to meet some of you guys there. But I'm really confident that for those of you who do intend to use this and to branch off on your own practice as well, that this is going to allow you to have that real confidence. I know that sometimes that when you're just starting out in the practice and you're doing your own thing, there, you can kind of mess with yourself and talk yourself out of things and try to send things to different parts of your ego. This is going to be the real confidence changer. This is going to let you move forward and know that you are you're right where you need to be, that all your information is coming from the right place, and it'll really, really just open you up to a whole new level of just
Exactly.
experience and knowing. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited about that.
And I'm really excited to see what happens for you.
Yes.
I always have to say, I am so proud of you personally, and I'm so like I feel, I mean, like I said, we've been together for 30 years, and sometimes I in the last 6 months I've realized why the Creator has allowed me, after all of my shenanigans of all the 30 years that you've put up with, why the Creator has granted me the blessing of remaining and staying in your life. And it may, who we never really know, but I definitely believe that one of the biggest divine reasons is to bring us together for this purpose. And
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, and I'm really excited about what the future has for you in terms of theta healing and what kind of magic can we create together. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what kind of
Right.
magic we can bring to the rest of the world.
That's right. Exactly. Guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. And we will see you in one of our classes very, very soon. Bye, guys.